So I welded those tabs on, and then I'll have one bolt in the middle, and that's only about 50 inches of distance. Plus I'm going to anchor it to the side. I'm going to fiberglass an angle in, come down and over, and then I'll put a bolt up through the bottom of the bumper, or the bumper skin. So I got those anchors all welded in there, and they're all epoxy primered. I probably should have done that before I painted the bumper after the hinges, but I'll just touch that up. And then I'm going to, after I paint this, I'll let it sit for a couple days, and then this will get bed lined. I'm going to put bed liner up to about right here, maybe. It'll come at least to the bottom, cover the bottom of the hinge, about halfway up the hinge, because all this is bed lined under here. I just stopped here. I didn't come all the way over because I had to work on that bumper still. But now that bumper will, or that skin will just set right on there, stay in place and bolt on. So there's my studs in the back of the bumper. I still got to close this off on the end. It's fiberglass, but it opened up a little bit when it cured, so I got to pack that. Probably brush some fiberglass around these threads. I'm going to cut these center ones out because I'm only going to use 2, 4, and then this bolt in the center. That should be plenty. But now it'll just lift up. I don't know if I can do it with one hand, but it'll just lift up. Yeah, I guess I could. I think I got my wrench sitting on the top. Oh, there's a little piece of wood up here. But yeah, it'll just lift up and sit on. Nuts on the back. So here's the bumper skin on. It's lined up. It's perfect. It's not going to move. It's where it needs to be. So now what I got to do is I have a 1/4 of an inch or 3/4 of an inch gap all the way across from my tailgate. And that's about as tight as I can get. But what I'm going to do from here, see, now I have to fill this void. It's a little different because I changed these hinges. I put them in the same location, but it's a different hinge on there now. So what I got to do is I've got a little gap back here I got to fill. I'll tape off the bumper real good, and then I'll just pack this with fiberglass on the top edge, but I'll also take it on an angle up that way. So it'll close that gap a little bit when you look straight on it, but looking down at it, it doesn't look bad from eye level. It's straight all the way across with the tailgate. Now I got to cut these ends off. This gets all cut off to the bumper. Now I know where the bumper's going to be. This will get cut straight down off all this excess here. I don't know if I'll do that today or not. I got to pull that bumper back off, hit that primer with some paint, some clear coat, let that dry for a couple days, and get some bed liner on it and go from there. I still got to do some work on this skin. So I got the bumper on where it needs to be. Now I can cut the back off. I cut the back and rounded it out for the bumper. It doesn't look like I took much off, but I did. I took about 3 inches off, so see, it's a little more flat across the back. I still gotta work with it. It's a little bit too much, but I'd rather have too much and sand it down than cut too much off and not have enough and have to build it back up. I just cut that with a circular or angle grinder, and then I just do some primer. That's solid thick fiberglass, so